In June 2026, the stock market is charging forward, with financial giants like JP Morgan Chase touching new 52-week highs. Then, an SEC Form 4 filing drops. Stacey Friedman, JP Morgan's general counsel, has just sold $1.8 million in company stock. Looking at the filing, we can see the exact breakdown. On June 22nd, she unloaded 5,467 shares at an average price of $330.73. When a top insider cashes out at the absolute peak of a bull run, it raises an immediate question. Is this the first crack in the market's foundation? Skepticism toward insider trading exists for a reason. Historically, these moves have served as early warning signs for broader market shifts. Look at this 2019 paper published in Economic Policy, titled Anticipating the Financial Crisis. The researchers analyzed the run-up to the 2008 crash. They found top executives at the highest risk banks were dumping their shares right before the real estate bubble burst. So, how do we distinguish between a toxic, disaster-predicting sell-off and routine corporate housekeeping? If we only look at a single sale in a vacuum, we miss the full picture. Friedman's June sale followed another large disposal on May 20th, where she unloaded $1.64 million worth of stock. To understand why, we must rewind to March 2026. She received a massive 3-year performance award of nearly 49,000 shares. But that award triggers an immediate tax burden. At settlement, over 27,000 shares were instantly withheld just to pay the IRS. She can't simply sell the rest right away either. The remaining shares are legally locked up, requiring her to hold them for an additional 2 years. Executive equity is often viewed as free money. In reality, massive stock grants come with immediate, heavy financial obligations. This creates a surprisingly common liquidity problem for the C-suite. Their immense wealth is locked inside company stock, leaving them paper-rich but cash-restricted. They can't just sell off a chunk of shares on a Tuesday afternoon to buy a house or pay a tax bill. The SEC heavily monitors every move they make. To sell legally, they rely on a regulatory safe harbor known as a 10b5-1 trading plan. This diagram shows how a 10b5-1 plan works. An executive schedules their stock sales months in advance. When day 90 arrives, the sale triggers automatically, completely blind to whatever the stock price is doing on that exact day. Instead of a reactive move based on current prices, this sale was a mechanical execution, a preset instruction firing on a specific date. We also need to measure the aftermath of these sales to gauge her remaining commitment to the bank. Despite cashing out multi-million-dollar blocks, Friedman still directly holds nearly 41,000 shares, plus tens of millions of dollars more tucked away in indirect trusts. And if we look at the rest of the executive suite, we can check if there's a wider, coordinated exodus underway. Over the last 90 days, key figures like Chief Operating Officer Jennifer Beepsack and Chief Financial Officer Jeremy Barnum have executed the exact same pattern of fractional trimming. This chart compares that recent insider sales volume against JP Morgan's total outstanding shares. Out of 2.7 billion shares, the insider trades amount to an almost invisible sliver. This coordinated minor trimming across the board points to a routine human resources compensation cycle, not a C-suite abandoning ship. The alarming optics of a large-scale stock disposal often disappear when weighed against the logistical requirements of executive compensation. To separate a toxic dump from routine asset disposal, we have to track the total inflow of shares, not just the outflow. In this case, the corporate compensation system is operating exactly as legally intended. As a quick reminder from Wall Street Review, this breakdown is for informational and academic discussion only and does not constitute investment advice. Always consult a professional for your own financial decisions. If you found this breakdown helpful, like, share, and subscribe for more rational market insights.